Okay, right now in question B2, they say that without the use of a calculator, determine the value of 10 beta. Now, from our previous question, we determined, let me draw the Cartesian plane. Let me extend the line there. Sorry. Right, remember from our previous question, we determined that sine beta is that the angle of beta is gonna be in the second quadrant, right? Then we're gonna draw a right angled triangle in that quadrant there. Sorry, let me draw mm, let me just make it a little bit beautiful. All right, yeah, now it's a little bit okay, and then we can just call that beta, right? We can refer to that as beta. Now we are given that sine beta equals to square root 2 over square root 11. Now remember, according to the ratio of trigonometric ratios, we know that sine of beta is going to be y over r, and then cos of beta will be x over r, and then tan beta has to be y over x. And now, so in our case now, we are given that sine beta is equal to square root 2 over square root 11. Now this means that our r, which is gonna be our hypotenuse or our radius, which is gonna be here, it is square root 11. And then we are also told that our y also will be square root 2. Now we are looking for the coordinates x, or we are looking for x there, which is actually called the adjacent side. Now to find x, we're gonna say that x squared equals to r squared minus y squared, theorem of Pythagoras. Alright, now we have that r is given as square root 11, then we're going to say squared, minus, we have that y is square root 2 squared, then we're going to say x squared equals to 11 minus 2 x squared. If we square both sides, sorry, if we square both sides, this means here we're going to square 11 minus 2, which is going to be 11 minus 2, which is going to basically be now. But now remember, whenever you square both sides, you gotta always put a plus or a minus. Then you're going to say x equals to plus minus 3. But can you see that our x is actually in the second quadrant? Now remember, the x-axis is positive on the first quadrant and the fourth one, and it's going to be negative on the second and the fourth one. So basically we're going to say that therefore x equals to minus 3, cause quadrant 2, the x-axis is negative. All right, so we have found our x being negative 3. Now remember, that is negative 3 there, and then we have a b. Now to do our tan of theta, so we're gonna now say therefore tan beta is equals to, remember we said that it's y over x. Now we know that our y is square root 2, and then our x, now we just found it to be negative 3, right? We just found it to be negative 3. So our answer in most simplified way is minus square root 2 over 3. And then that should be your answer for 10 beta. Your answer should be square root 2 over, should be negative square root 2 over 3. All right.